Right, hey everyone, I'm just trying something new. I'm going to try using my phone for these talking to the camera bits. As you can see, we're walking along. Hopefully it won't make you seasick. I've spent the morning looking at an adder. I was looking for adders, but I found one adder. So, yeah, you can see here, it's quite well camouflaged. Can you spot it? Yep, that's it there. So I've got some reasonable footage. I've got some nice photos. But now I've moved on to another site up near Worley, near Brentwood. Yes, that Brentwood, famous for that certain Essex reality TV show. And I'm going to be looking for frogs and toads. A few days ago, my friends from the Essex Amphibian Reptile Group came out here in the evening and they got this. Thanks for Graham and letting me use that footage, that's really kind of you. Now it's a bit of a blowy day, so hopefully the audio isn't being ruined as I'm walking around. But I'm coming up to the pond now, where my friend's got all that lovely footage. So let's see what we can find. I'm now at the pond. So I'm going to quietly walk around the pond and see if I can see any spawning activity. See if it's worth staking out. So I've come down to one corner of the pond. I just found a toad just in time for a lorry to go past and scare it off in a park. I mean, what are the odds? But if you look closely, there's a few about. I'll try zooming in with the phone. And the quality is terrible, but you can just see the toad. So I'm going to switch to the proper setup and then I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. I needn't have worried. The common toads soon started reappearing, and I even managed to capture some of them calling in the background. But I wanted to capture frogs calling. Now their call is quite quiet and very low, which makes it hard to record with background noise. I did get some footage, but the traffic does ruin the audio a bit. And I captured this common toad give a release call when a male frog grabbed it by mistake. This male was sitting above a toad ball. Underneath him, a poor female toad has been surrounded by loads of males, forming a ball, and if she can't get to the surface, she will drown along with the males in the middle. I did get some nice stills of the frogs as well while the sun was out. I swear this one was winking at me. There were now so many frogs in the pond in front of me that they were crawling over each other. And this toad didn't seem to care that there was a frog in its way. Straight over the top it went. This toad grabbed hold of the other one, but I think it was another male, so it let go straight away. This time round, the frog seemed to have the upper hand on the toad. The cloud cover then got a bit thicker, with some ominous dark clouds starting to appear. But I used the more diffused light to get some more footage, and I spotted this pirate otter spider sitting on a blade of float grass. I got some stills as well. Some toads this time too, showing that wonderful golden eye. This one had a grass hat thing going on. And then the rain arrived. A lot of rain. But I didn't let that stop me. Well, the weather's taken a turn for the worse. I'm going to stick it out for a bit and hope the shower passes by. The rain did pass, and for a brief second I thought I found a pool frog. But no, that wasn't a green stripe, it was just a blade of grass. But I did get my best shot of the day, this common toad reflected in the water, and I finally achieved my main target for the day, something I'd wanted for a few years. Some decent footage of a frog calling with decent audio. And some more wrestling frogs. And more calling frogs. But then the rain came back. This meant I couldn't change to a shorter lens, but luckily my kit is weatherproof. I've got an Olympus OM1 with the 300mm and teleconverter here at the front, and the Panasonic GH6 and the 100-400 Panasonic lens. Well, it did stop raining about 10 minutes after I recorded the last clip, and it started again. I've got plenty of shots and I've got some video. Hopefully I've recorded the frogs calling. That's what my main aim was. At one point it was raining so hard that the frogs ducked under the water. Yes, that's it. Amphibians were ducking under the water. It was so heavy. So yeah, I'm holding the camera a little bit shaky. I think I'm shivering slightly because it's a bit cold, but I'm not going anywhere because it's been literally years since I've had a decent showing of frogs and toads to photograph and film. I did try and get some stills in the rain, but it's quite hard to get rain streaks when you're stuck at 1200mm and can't change lens because there's water everywhere. I did get this one of the water impacting in front of the frog, and this one where the impacting raindrop actually obscured the frog's face. Perhaps not the most photogenic shot. Well, the rain is somewhat unrelenting. I'm going to have to call it a day. I'm hoping I've managed to film the frogs with some calls. You can probably see the camera shaking. That's me shivering slightly because I'm getting a bit cold. I just fingers crossed I've got those frogs called in. That's something I've been after for years. But I've been waiting for the rain to stop so I can get my microphone out because it's not weatherproof unlike the rest of my gear. Well, I've certainly got wet and muddy enough on this trip. But it was all worth it. I've got some lovely photos. Lots of close-ups of frogs. And of course this shot of a confused frog on a toad. Well, that's it. I'm calling it. I've got lots of lovely shots. I'm too cold and this rain is just not stopping. But I've had a great day. Adders, frogs, toads. What more can you want? So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like and give us a follow. I'm going to do lots more videos like this hopefully. And I'll see you in the next video. See you then.